Hello everybody, and welcome back to City Skylines. My name is Steven Marqueteros, and today I am trying to ponder the ethics of building this brand new highway overpass from this interesting district over to this brand new district that we've just constructed, and is going to be beautiful and needs a lot of new infrastructure. However, the little issue that I'm having behind all of this is that bam! There is another intersection right over here which serves practically the same purpose as this one. I just decided to build the expressway between person who lives here and person who lives over here because I don't want to make them go over here, which sort of makes sense. And now they get to go right in front of this beautiful dam construction with this epic bridge which goes through this quay system which passes by this beautiful district with lots of skyscrapers, which goes right next to all of this industrial dumping zone, which looks fantastically beautiful these days, actually, I must have to say, with all these storage tanks, with Frank's fine fish stick factory. Gotta forget, they are fancy fish sticks. Oh man, and then this beautiful hospital up here on the hill. It's operating normally right now. They treat patients with any diseases or injury. Yes, if you have insurance. But what I actually mean to say is that we need to kick up this brand new district right here with this infrastructure system, because if we don't have this, hook up to this, then there is no point to building this. Also, what we need to do is we need to hook up this to this brand new infrastructure system that we've just constructed. So it means that I gotta bring out the bulldozer and do what I've been unwilling to do in so many other of my episodes, and actually get to destroying some stuff so we can build some brand new stuff. See, these people are super happy that I just destroyed all access to their house. I don't know why, they just seem to be really excited for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna have this hook up in a much more strategic method than we are going to have it hook up before. And hopefully that will bring a lot of much-needed transport fixes to our town. Don't know where I'm going to run the end of this yet, because right now it's looking very useless because nothing transports through now that we've just built this mega highway literally right next door to it. So let me get the infrastructure hooked up for the highway first, and then we will deal with that. Okay, so off-ramp. Okay, done, and on-ramp. Don't tell me the dam's in the way. Don't tell me the dam's in the way. I want it longer. I want it longer. Okay, looks like I'm not going to get it any longer than that. So, we'll live with that. And, okay, and off-ramp we go, and on-ramp, off-ramp, on-ramp, we go there. Okay, actually, I do not like the angle that is at all. That actually bulldozed way too much of my city for my liking. So, let's get that figured out. Okay, slope still too steep. Okay. You serious, bro? You serious? Slope too steep. It's really, because I can just do something like this, and it isn't a problem, really. Alright, and now let's figure out how to do this without getting everything at funky angles. Which usually happens in this game, because angles and highways just do not mix at all. Okay. So you're telling me that, okay, so I can apparently hook that up. I just had to make it a little bit longer, and there we go. Fantastic. Now that works perfectly. So we have this infrastructure system hooked up here. Oh, it works so well, and this isn't our only way of hooking that up because this bridge can't be edited unless I do something like that. That actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. Oh, I've seen worse. Yeah, well, and then, can this actually hook up to here? No, because that quay is in the way, obviously. It says I can. That's a bit funky. I don't think that ever could because the bridge is in the way. But yeah, so that's how that's going to work. And yeah, I'm actually cool with that. That actually is good because it's right in the heart of that. Oh, I should actually rebuild the entire district that I just destroyed. Now that I talk about how fantastic that is. Okay, so this needs to go under, which is impossible. So I will try to make that go as far as we can, which I will then hook that up down here via that. So now things that were destroyed now have new connections. None of this stuff was actually built prior, so it actually isn't all that bad. And this is still connected by some really far off-grid over there. And has a slight weird bridge going down over there. Let's actually hook these two sections up by here, by building that road. So now that isn't as far away from that as you would have originally thought. Okay, and what also we will do is we will get a water system plumbed over here. Do we have enough water capacity? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Our sewage pumping capacity will run out before then, which is good and bad in a way. Probably should get that done so we don't turn into, like, Flint, Michigan or something, and have a good water system at the ready. Okay. Getting all these. Don't really care that these are super hooked up to angles because Just I'm not. I mean, really, why should I? I mean, no one's gonna see them besides me or all of the people on the water planning committee, committee thing. So that's not a huge problem for me, and I don't think that this new part of the city is going to take up all that much space. In fact, we haven't really constructed like half this part of the city. What are our needs right now? We need more office zones, so let's zone a bunch more office space. I think that's applicable. I think that's a good thing for us to be doing. Let's get all the space filled in with brand new office stuff. Okay, fantastic. And let's get a lot of the space dedicated to office too. Just the parts that are... Oh, yeah, we didn't actually hook up the infrastructure yet. See? I said I was going to do it, but I didn't get around to doing it. You got to do that. It's the important part. The infrastructure is the super important part. So I think if I run it across this wide zone, it'll give me the most space for doing what I want to do. Right here. If I run it under, there we go. Okay, so now we just get that hooked up with some on-off ramps at a pretty far away distance, because these are going to be, I feel, some really heavily trafficked areas of our city. The on-ramps maybe not as important, but the off-ramps for sure. Okay. And... Come on. Come on, play a game with me here. Come on. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, what if I come at it from the other direction? There we go. That says I can do it, but can I flip it? No, I cannot flip it. Ah, flip the right way! Oh, I just flipped the wrong road. Oh, man, shouldn't do that. Okay. Bulldozer. Okay, now let's really try this for real. Okay, what if I come at it with a brute force perspective on it? It works fine. Okay. I love this game, just for that reason alone. Okay, there, just to make it some semblance, make it look some semblance of equal. Let's actually try to fix this up too. So that comes out straight. Okay, and then we can page up and get it to connect up to the freeway, like there-ish. There, that looks better. Okay, I like that. That's good infrastructure right there. Good infrastructure planning. Okay, and then let's get another off-ramp over here on this side, if we can. Maybe two more. I'm thinking one is probably going to be what works for us, though. There we go, and we can run that across through here. There we go. Okay, and then maybe, as I said, maybe one more through here. Maybe, if the angle feels like working with me. There we go. Fantastic. And now we just get these off and on ramps done. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Bam. And this should be easy. This should be easy. This is the easiest part of doing this. Work with me. Okay. And... Yep. And this is the hard one. Because we can't run it that far. There we go. And one more right here. Okay. And off there. And one more on here. There we go, like that. And no, I don't want that to snap there. I don't snap. Don't snap. Don't snap. Stop snapping. Stop snapping. Fine, snap. Even though that comes out ridiculously wide, that's fine because that gives us 2 more infrastructure points. And I think that's really nice for what we're trying to do here. We could probably even hook it up here if we wanted to. We could do a nice off-ramp onto this road. But that might be a little bit preemptive for what we're doing. And not give us a real good decision of what exactly is happening here. So, yeah, let's do it anyway. So, we give us a nice off here, of which we can also have a nice on through here. Actually, let's do this a little bit better, so we can get this road hooked up into a nice single lane type configuration. So actually, we could probably do that right based off of here. So we can have this coming off here on this side, which goes right to there. And then we can also have this coming off right here from this side, which goes right directly to there. See? There we go. And now it's a perfect little intersection, which also leads to the same place as that. So I think that is fantastic. Now let's get some people moving in here. Let's zone out some spaces. So about everyone over here is going to be in a residential district. Everybody smack dab over here next to this intersection is going to be commercial. And everyone right here is going to be getting some nice new fancy office jobs. I think that's pretty good. Do we have a power connection over here? Yes, we do have a sort of power connection over here. been mildly affected by this road construction that I've been doing and infrastructure connection. I think that's good. Okay, and let's turn us onto play mode and get us some new facilities constructed for this. So we're going to need some parks, which is easy. We'll just plop some down every so haphazardly often. Awesome. Get our land value up. Get some of these puppies in. There we go. Not concerned about these too much anymore because we have like unlimited money. Oh yeah, look at all that unlimited money. And then let's get some plazas down here because this is the more businessy end of things. So we got all that, all those services. Should we get fire and police? Yes, we should. So we'll build a police station right here and a fire station right here. That's going to cost us a little bit of cash, but that's going to do us fine in the long run. Let's get some new crematoriums. And for heck's sake, let's build a brand smack-do hospital right here. Okay, millions of new services just constructed right there. People still complaining about power, but power shouldn't be too much of a problem considering our electricity production is pretty darn high. They just haven't connected up to the main grid yet. All right, so we've connected that brand new portion of the city right over there. I think that's pretty good. What's going on with all this stuff with people complaining about, like, dead people all over the place? I am unaware, but it sounds like stuff is getting zoned up over here. Just abandoned for no particular reason. Just abandoned. Also, lots of dead people waiting for transport. How are we doing as far as crematoriums go? Alright, it says availability is good, but I'm not too sure about that. There's a lot of sick people right now. Average citizen health is 68%. That's not fantastic. Should we build another hospital? Should we build another hospital? I don't know. I simply do not know. I think the verdict is still out. We do definitely need more primary schools, though. We need a lot more elementary schools. Let's build quite a few more then over here. Let's build number 2 right there. Let's build another couple right over here, just for these people that are going to move in. Let's build one right over here in this new district, which is right next to that brand new high school we constructed. Let's build one right up here as well. Right up here. Ooh, that's a very densely populated area. I don't know if we should be messing with that too much. Right here, actually. That's a good spot. There we go. Hopefully we've gotten the availability up a little bit. What about regular schools? Okay, yeah, we have a humongous capacity. College capacity is good. That's good. All right, mass transit. Do we need any mass transit through here? Probably not. How many mass transitors do we actually have? Not too many. We have not done a whole lot of mass transit in this game, which disappoints me, considering it is a transport game, so it's a little bit disappointing that we haven't gotten all that done. There's, like, no need for any new buildings in this city. Like, people just simply do not want to move in anymore. They're just pretty much figured out that there's just no point to living here. It's all just an awful wasteland, which isn't too far from the truth. Need to get something over here before these people all move out. Like, this place sucks. There's no electricity. You know what there is. You just don't live in the right part for it. There you go. Live with your electricity. Live with it. Okay, what is the next new thing that we need to be constructing? The next new thing that we need to be constructing is, let's do a forest right here. We should really build a forest. How do we build a forest? I know there's a tree tool, but I don't know if I've actually installed it. That's not how you do that. That's how you do it right here. Ooh, we could build like a nice hill structure too, right here. Actually, I have no idea how you do that. How do you do the size? There we go. There's the size. Yeah, so we could build a. Whoa, that's what? Brush strength. Strength. Oh, there's size. All right, there. Okay, so let's get a good strength on that. Okay, so let's raise all of this up and let's build a little bit of a hilly landscape here, just for some nice, forest stuff to go into, just so it looks beautiful and all that. There we go. Looks fantastic. I love that. We used all the soil in our box, but we've created that nice little landscape. That's a great little divider between these two places. Okay, so then how do we place down trees? Trees, yeah, they don't have a brush. That's kind of weird how trees don't have a brush. What kind of trees do we have in this town? Sort of like this. All right, I'll just click really fast and repeatedly until this comes out to a more foresty looking area. Okay, and I think that's where we go. I have just constructed a brand new city forest, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. Right in the heartland between these two districts right here. Got a little bit of a hill with no trees on it, which I think has a weird lump on here, and kind of like a, I don't know, just like a weird nipple on top of the hill. that I probably should do something about, but I probably won't. So, yeah. There we have this this brand new little foresty space. That really adds a little bit of character to the way that our city looks. It gives it that nice, that was definitely intended look. So, if anything, I think we should clear up a lot of the roads and urban areas around here and try to expand out some of the areas we haven't yet developed too much with a little bit of light residential. This district has really done a good job of filling in through that meantime, which I really like, albeit there are some places over here that do not have water access, which I will fix. There we go. You'd think with like the dam right there that it would fix some of that. It doesn't though. It doesn't. That's not good. Oof, man. It's very very interesting how we have all this water pouring over through here. We should probably relieve that pressure. One of these days we'll get around to doing something like that. But I'm more worried that we're gonna soak up like all of the water in the city first because of our increasing need to absorb more water. I think we'll live. I think that we will live. Okay, let's get a little bit more done out with these sections over here. We'll switch these out. We'll move these down so that they are nice little areas that we can use. And then we'll hook them up to other areas like that. And I think we'll just build some nice like subdivisions, I guess, around here in these parts. That's really what we need to do. So let's get like a nice circle going. Get right along the railroad. Get right there. Okay, it's the weirdest looking subdivision, but it's our subdivision nonetheless. I like that. All right, let's see if we can get sort of like a similar type thing going on over here. Okay. I mean, we're not too far from... We're pretty far from the highway. We're not too far from the highway. There we go, like that. And sort of like that as well. There we go. We can sort of connect this down like that. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, let's get that a little bit more... let's get that nicer. Can definitely get that too. Yep, there we go, like that. That looks better. All right, and then we can sort of have these run out past the train. The way that works, sort of like that. And... let's get this to run out there, sort of like that. So we're starting to get into these nicer, more rural areas of our city, where we can go around and, take a look at all the interesting stuff that we have going on. Because this is it's truly a beautiful city, so, yeah, let's try to encompass this mountain range here, and just develop based off of that, get a few roads constructed out. Sort of distance away from each other, maybe one running right along the railroad. There we go, right along the railroad, just like that. Fantastic roads. Sort of like that. And, ooh, that looks kind of rough how that integrates there, but that's fine. Maybe one right over here. That'll hook up there, and one through here that'll hook up there. There we go. And that'll develop sort of this upper, more rich section, I think, more developed section. Actually, let's bulldoze these. These don't look too good. There we go. Like that. Like that. We can have those running right along there on the hill, and that doesn't look too bad. However, I'm not liking how this looks super constrained by the fact that we have city borders, so I might fix that up a little bit. This area looks less constrained, I would say, by the fact that the city borders do exist and are a thing in this game. So there we go. Get that. Let's get some water down here before everyone gets super mad at me about building a nice new rich area that has literally no water access at all. Okay, right through there. Subdivision. Bam, bam. And... okay. Okay. I like how in the series we used to have to make every single dollar count, but at this point we sort of surpassed that quite far, and now every dollar really doesn't count for what we do. We just make things look how we want them to. Okay, what is our serious demand? We don't really have too much of a demand right now. Ever since we built that new district, how's the infrastructure going? It looks pretty good. Got people using all sorts of on and off ramps here. Got some people using even this one, to be honest. That looks nice. Do I not have water out there? No, I don't. There we go. Okay. The people are using all these roads. They're using this on and off ramp. Oh, sewage appears to be a humongous problem now. Yep, we have gone right past all of those sewage limits. Let's get a new dumping station in town. Okay, right there. Yeah, I like how we had to turn these off because It was just running right into all that sewage. Okay. There we go. Sewage should no longer be a problem for all those guys. It should be going away. There we go. Well, still a lot of people abandoned anyway, so that's not good. Okay, 77,000 people. Wow, we've almost gotten up to a megalopolis. We are getting there. We have new areas that we can buy, and I would end up getting around to those at some point, but no one will move into my brand new districts that I built, even though they're so beautiful. It's probably because I need to add some more nice parks and stuff around. You know, maybe build one of those mega parks like right here. For people, because people love mega parks. If there's one thing that people do love, it's mega parks. People love their mega parks. And that'll sort of raise up the value of the land over here. How are we doing actually over in here? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. People really like this area. Yep. It's a very high value district. Very, very high value district. You can definitely see where more of the slums of the city are. You know, like up on this hill and right over here on that border and right along the dam is probably the worst place to live because you always live in impending fear that the dam's going to burst at any point and destroy your entire life. But it won't do that because the governor or the mayor built this gigantic quay that is definitely going to save everybody in an event of a catastrophe, of a public emergency. Yes, the quays could never overflow. They're invincible. They are invincible. I should probably build some sort of a diversion at some point in case the river does overflow. I like how this place up here is like super protected. Like they've constructed a wall of buildings around them, even though they're built on this massive mountain, so they'll always be protected from the flood. But yeah, that's what happens to you when you live on a nice border town or border village like that. That's great. I just love how it's like cut off halfway because they don't own this district over here. Yeah, City Skylines, the beauty and wonderment of City Skylines. How these people will ever get electricity is far beyond me. But I hope one day that they will. I hope one day that they will. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of City Skylines. If you'd like to see all of these new districts get built and see us, design out the way that we're going to do everything, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I, Steven Marqueteros, will see all of you guys next time.